And we're not supposed to have the charges, I thought. That's not good. And we don't have any abilities.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Alright, we're going to back out. We're going to go in with probably Star Jammers then. Let's try that one.
Daring today, aren't we?
How's it going, everybody? This is Seer here, and we have a round 2 match of a Cosmic Crucible today, and we are going against Ilduce. Now, as far as their TCP goes, they are 174 million, so this is going to be punched down. They were on 8 minutes ago, so it is possible they already had their attacks completed. Now, as far as the defense goes, it looks like we have a Night Stalkers with Scientist Supreme in 1, we have a Liberty in 2, we have a Super Skrull Thanos Endgame Kahori Phoenix Force in 3. This one could be a little tricky. Stage 4, we have Songbird, we have Invisible Woman MCU, 2 very fast characters. Then we have a 3-piece Annihilators. Stage 5 is Orcus Dorm, and Stage 6, we have Odin, we have Xavier, Null, New Emma, and Black Knight. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty rough go. Let's see how we end up doing on this one. Alright, for Stage 2, we're going to start off by doing a Sinister 6, Superior 6 team. So we do have Mysteria in here, so they don't get the immunity. I'm not going to throw Vulture in here. That usually can throw things off to where the enemy starts to go way too quick, and I can't really get ahead of them. So I prefer to go this route. So let's go in and take this one out. Alright, let's go ahead and use the ultimate. Alright, we are going to use the special here from Falcon Joaquin. Alright, let's go ahead and throw the ability block into Patriot. Alright, special. Alright, special here. Alright, basic. Let's just try to go all in on this Patriot right now. Alright, we're going to use the ultimate here. That's going to get some ability blocks out there. Alright, ult. Yeah, this is a super clean. Let's go ahead and rewind you. Alright, ult here. That should take a couple of them out. There goes Peggy. And yeah, super clean, super easy. Pretty good efficiency, I think, as well. Alright, there we go. Awesome. Alright, we're going into Stage 3. We're going to use our Immortal X-Men in here. Now, this could go sideways pretty quick. This is a 6 red Omega Red Phoenix Force, so it doesn't have the 1 diamond that we faced yesterday. I'm still going to need to kind of finesse around a little bit, but I think if I can get some kills maybe on Super Skrull and Kahori, that will let me get to the ult for Storm to where I can try to get that 1 shot on there. Let's see if we can try to finesse this one out a little bit. Alright, so there's the passive shot. That's fine. Let's get the stun over here into... Do I want Kahori? And take the basic there. I should have gone Kahori. I was thinking I got trauma from that still. But no trauma because Phoenix Force, duh. Rookie move, man. Alright, let's go ahead special here. Well, Beast will at least be able to cleanse the Storm. That's good. Alright, let's go Kahori special. Alright, I'm going to special into Kahori right now. Basic, that's going to get us the charge. And now I'm blind, and this is not unavoidable, so we're going to have to basic. Alright, let's go ahead and basic into Kahori. And we are getting lit up here. Alright, basic, please get that kill. We need Storm to get the ult off. Let's basic into Super Scroll. I don't want to push Thanos. All right, so we need to survive one more turn. I don't know if we're going to make it. Especially with that rewind and ability block. So yeah, this didn't go well. We got Kahori gone, so I can clean this up, I think. So yeah, we'd have to deal with that. All right, for stage 1, we're going to end up using our Illuminati team going into the Night Stalker sign to Supreme. We did end up switching them all to Skirmishers, so whenever somebody goes, everybody goes. They don't have any way to kind of stop the assist. We should be able to get ahead of the Blade right here and to kind of see if he takes his turn, then we're going to get 3 assists thrown into us. However, we do have Black Panther Shuri, who should be preventing that. So this one should go pretty clean. All right, so let's go ahead, start by using that special for Black Panther Shuri. All those assists in on that man thing. All right, let's go into Blade over here. We're gonna end up actually using this the special, so we got the safeguard. All right, so let's go ahead and special into Blade. That's going to get a rebound chain going, and we got that stun into Blade. Now we can try to switch over to like Agatha or Oath. All right, there goes Blade. Let's go Agatha over here in ult. And I could have used the special so we can get the stun on her, which that might have been a little bit better, but I think we're still doing okay. Let's just special here, get the kill on Agatha. And now it's a very easy cleanup at this point. All right, let's go ahead and ult Black Panther Shuri. And there goes Man Thing, and now we got Oath to take out. And that's awesome. Scientist Supreme bled out before she got a turn, so she didn't have a chance to try to get a passive revive off. Ult. And there we go. Got it. All right, stage 5. We have a really easy matchup at this one. We have the Vigilante going into Orcus Dorm. Hitmonkey's going to basically stop those revives from the Orcus team. And then from there, Silver Sable at the start's just going to ult. I did get that 3rd diamond on her, so we're about to see how much this is going to hurt. It should tickle, I think. All right, let's go ahead, throw that ult out there. And yep, that did some damage. That did some pretty good work. Yep. Let's ult into you. Hey. Omega Sentinel actually stayed dead for once. That's a first. Let's go ahead, pop the ult over here. And yeah, super clean. Love it. All right, stage 6, Desir's Avengers. This room here is currently busted. So what's going on? The city portion on here for the specials cost 2 less is not happening. I've seen it to where the global is actually still giving the speed bar, even if there's no global left alive. I saw Dorky reported that one. And the cosmic, where it costs 2 more for ultimates, that's happening even without that. So unfortunately, my room is broken. I'm really hoping they fix it because I was really happy of that room. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a burn attack of using our Spider Society team in here. Just try to pull as many abilities as we can on this one. Hopefully with Odin, even if he gets a special off, we're going to go in with the curse for the follow-up. That's going to stop the charges on here. So yeah, we just want to try to pull like Xavier special, Null's abilities and stuff like that. So let's see how this goes. All right, so let's go ahead, special here. All right, so there's the special from Odin. That is fine. Null doing the special. Carnage is out. I really need to get to Xavier's special. All right, so there is Xavier special. That's what I wanted. Now the rest in here is gravy. All right, let's go ahead and pop the ult here. All right, can we get the ult or any more abilities off? Let's see, special. Yeah, Penny having that 2 special. Yeah, it looks like it's only city characters that's getting the cost reduction on there. That's is what it is, right? All right, we are going in here now with the Accursed team. So we were able to pull that Xavier special. We got the special off of Odin. They're going to end up stopping the charges, so we don't have to worry about that speed up from Odin on there. As far as targets goes, considering ultimates cost 2 more, I think I can try to get that stun into Xavier, then try to take out like a Odin or something. Satana, even if there's a battlefield effect, her abilities do end up putting out the clear battlefield effect, so we'll see how this ends up going. And we're not supposed to have the charges, I thought. That's not good, and we don't have any abilities. Yeah, this is going to be a loss. Because this doesn't clear battlefield effect. Alright, we're going to back out. We're going to go in with probably Star Jammers then. Let's try that one. I don't see it working. I'll do Star Jammers just to kind of see how bad it goes. Because, again, I messed up the initial sack. So, like you said, I should have brought Old Man Logan. I was just thinking that he stops it even if they already have it for like the follow-up hits. Yeah, so we'll just kind of go in here, see what happens. ISOs, let's make you a raider. All right. And battlefield effect is already going to be out. All right, special here. Yeah, we're not even going to get, like, anything going. Yep, so we'll just back out, and we'll just save the team. All right, stage 4. Since we didn't clear that room, we're just going to go in here with the Accursed team. This one should be pretty good. We got the Kahori out of the way. We are going to have to deal with the Phoenix, Dark Phoenix type of answer in here. So let's go ahead and see how this one goes. All right, so let's go ahead, start with a basic into Omega Red here. All right, special. All right, so Thanos Endgame doing his special. And basic here. Man, this is working out great. All right, let's go ahead, ult here. All right, special. All right, so that healed us up. However, now we're going to be facing the Dark Phoenix going. And that's going to cause the push. All right, so yeah, we're just going to have to 3-tap this one. That's a shame. All right, stage 5, we're using the Star Jammers into the Annihilators, Invisible Woman, Songbird. So super fast characters. We're going to go quick. We're not going to have to worry about the taunt on there. They can kind of go. Let's happen. All right, let's go ahead, get the stun out there. Let's just target Gore. And let's ult here into this section. All right, special. Ult that should kill the majority. Let's go Gladiator special. And there we go. That one's easy. All right, everything we have left, we're throwing into this. Let's switch you back over to a Striker. Let's switch you back over to a Raider. And you to a Raider. And let's go ahead and get the super cleanup. All right, Fred is going. Now Fred is about to die. Let's special here. And goodbye, Fred. There you go. All right, let's see if my opponent attacks. All right, did my opponent attack? They did. And my opponent got a 48,956. We got a 41,027. So they did struggle. We did mess up that sack. Let's go ahead and see what happened. So stage 1, we got a 8366. Stage 2, also 8366. 3, we messed this one up bad. 7554. Phoenix Force is really good in this room, unfortunately, just because stopping the ultimate is kind of key. Stage 4, Starjammers, we got 8369. Stage 5, Vigilante, 8372. We didn't clear this one. Somebody mentioned in chat, I should have thrown Old Man Logan in here to stop the charges. I was just misremembering Old Man Logan's kit. I was thinking that he kind of removes, not stops the gain, which is also why the curse didn't work. I thought they removed, not stop the gain of it. So that was bad on my part. Now for the defense, they used Illuminati in 1 as well, 8366. They didn't really go with the skirmisher route, which did end up still getting the same amount of points. Stage 2, they did Immortal X-Men, 8362. Stage 3, they got the one-shot using Starjammers, 8371. I'll probably change this one around a little bit. Stage 4, they did Vigilante as well, 8367. Stage 5, they did drop this one with a Cursed and then cleaned it up, and that cleanup still wasn't clean for them. Stage 5, they took 3 taps. So let's see. So they went in with a Mephisto comp, couldn't do anything. They did another burn attack. Then they went in with Cabal, APOC, and looks like barely squeaked that through. I want to see the replay. How close was this one? Because they didn't clear that. Then we still dropped an additional 2. They dropped 1. They still got the victory, though. But I'm kind of curious about this one. So let's see. Kang did the special that killed Black Knight. Odin gets the battlefield effect out there. APOC special ability block Xavier. And then Null does the special right there. Or basic, that was. No Carnage is out. Special with Iron Patriot. And then APOC is left standing. Is APOC? How the hell does APOC take this out? Alright, so there he gets pushed. That striker shot almost killed him. Then he got the ult. That was super, super close. That almost failed. Interesting. But yeah, so good game. Hopefully I get a rematch because I'm still trying to adjust to this season right now. I'm going to make some alterations to my defense, so we'll see what happens. Till next time, have one for the rest of the day.